3, 2, 1.
Doors opening.
What?
The Beast, aka the President's Ride. This was at the Secret Service booth. We were allowed to take pictures of the outside, however, we weren't allowed to take pictures of the inside. Luckily for you, I was able to sneak in a camera and get some shots. Here it is. Welcome back to Police Vlogs, where we go around the nation checking out different agencies and what they have to offer. We also check out different things in police work like cars, gear, tech, conferences. We get to test drive police cars. We do a whole bunch of stuff surrounding policing, and today is gonna be no different. We're gonna be visiting the International Associations of Chiefs of Police conference that was held in Boston. Now, I want to say it's the largest police conference that takes place in the world. They have guest speakers that go on stages and speak. They have also group sessions where they exchange different strategies that might have worked throughout the year. And they also have a ginormous showroom floor with all different kind of exhibits, from vendors to even federal agencies that set up booths for recruiting purposes. It's just massive. It's like Comic-Con for police. So we do what we do best. We go explore, we learn some new things, we meet some familiar faces, and we get to see some brand new tech.
At the Boston Dynamic booth with Camilla. How you doing?
Hey,
Nick,
nice to see you.
Nice to meet you. Was checking out your spots, right?
Yep.
And they look pretty awesome. I wanted to know more. Can you tell us about them?
Sure. So I'm here with Boston Dynamics. I'm the sales manager for public safety. We've got a couple of spots walking around here, as well as Roscoe, who used to belong to Massachusetts State Police. We're showcasing law enforcement applications for SPOT. So SPOT can be used in a tactical environment for barricaded suspects, able to walk up and down stairs, open doors, pick things up, move barricades out of the way. We're also showcasing some EOD applications. SPOT can be mounted with various disruptors. For EOD applications, also urban search and rescue, fire missions as well. We have 40 different sensors that can be integrated on SPOT. And then also just generally, it's a good community outreach, public outreach program. Kids love it, communities love it, so it's a really good way to build that bond with your community here. Roscoe here, if I could tell you a little bit about Roscoe.
Yes,
Roscoe used to belong to Mass State Police. There was an incident in March that happened where there was a barricaded suspect that was armed with a rifle. He had shot at law enforcement that were responding to the situation. They used SPOT to clear 2 stories of the house and found the barricaded suspect downstairs in the basement. The suspect ended up kicking Roscoe over, and Roscoe's operator, John Ragosa from Mass State Police, was able to self-right the robot. At that point, the suspect turned the rifle on Roscoe and actually shot him in 3 different places. Once in the arm here, once in the elbow, and then finally he was shot in the side of the body, and that ended up hitting a mobility board, and unfortunately they couldn't stand the robot up after that. Situation ended peacefully afterwards. He did surrender and nobody got hurt, and that's why we're here. We're here to provide robots that make it safer for officers to do their job.
That's exactly what I was going to say, because in that situation, if they didn't have SPOT or Roscoe here, that would have been officers going and searching through that house.
Exactly.
And maybe taking some of those rounds themselves. So outstanding, outstanding. I love it so much. All right.
Thank you so much, Nick.
Nice seeing you.
Take care.
All right.
Bye-bye.
3, 2, 1.
Doors opening.
What? We got to know about what this thing does. And we got my guy Blake over here. What's up, man? Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you as well.
All right.
Thank you for coming.
All right, man. Can you tell us a little bit about what we just saw and what's going on here?
Absolutely. This is really the world's first purpose-built 911 response drone. So the idea is that you have these things set up in big networks around cities and hooked up to computer-aided dispatch. So the second a 911 call comes in, you automatically send out a drone to go and respond to that emergency before first responders can even arrive.
All right, and what do you hope to achieve with just sending a drone? Is there other things that it does? I see some stuff on the tape a little.
Yeah,
bit
totally.
Yeah.
So it can lower 911 call response time to about 70 seconds, which is a big deal. It can clear out about a quarter of all 911 call for service events. So they're just like a bunch of nuisance 911 calls that come in for an obstruction at a roadway, for example, where someone else already moved the obstruction, or a suspicious person call where the person isn't there or isn't suspicious. With a solution like this, you can realize that before dispatching a human being, and then just maybe redirect them to the higher criticality emergency that absolutely requires a human response. And exactly as you mentioned, we can also deliver life-saving emergency medical payloads. So Narcan, AEDs, personal flotation devices, all the above.
That is amazing. And for a city with like a high volume of calls, this thing sounds like a perfect solution for that.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely true.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm gonna take a look around the booth now.
100%. Please
All
do.
right. You know we had to stop by the Whelen booth to see my buddy Chris. What's up, bro?
What's up, brother? How are you?
Back on the channel. It's like your 8th time.
Is it my 8th time?
I don't know, somewhere up there.
All right,
The 8th
well, that's
time.
good.
All right.
Good to see you, brother.
Good to see you too.
Do you want to come see what we got new?
1000%. Let's go.
Come on here. So you know about our core system, same
Yes.
thing we put in the nod rod.
That's right.
So we've been integrating intelligent control into vehicles. We're now integrating into your motorcycles.
Ooh.
So now your motorcycles and your motor units can sync with your cars. And our core is based off seeing what the vehicle's doing and automating the lighting based on that. So you can see here, if I jump into gear and I go for a call, the lighting gets more aggressive. So anytime the officer's doing something on the vehicle or the motorcycle, the system's following it and doing what it's doing.
All right.
We've introduced the new puck light. So the under mirror light right underneath that mirror is our brand new 180-degree light. And of course can be utilized with our core system as well or without. So I know we talked about the cloud, same equipment you have in the nod rod.
Right.
We're basically breaking it down to 3 different pillars: managing your fleet, managing your wheeling equipment, and enhancing officer safety. Enhancing officer safety is the coolest part of this. So geofence controlled tech, we're able to apply different flash patterns and lighting based on a geofence location. Probably the most important and best one to kind of describe. As an officer's responding to a call coming up to an intersection, it's very important that they're safe when they're clearing that intersection. We can let them ignore the lighting. The lighting's automatically going to change for that intersection based on approaching. Give them aggressive lighting, give them aggressive siren tones, let them keep hands on wheel, eyes on road. Get that clear intersection and move on. We've got traffic preemption, so if your city supports traffic preemption, we can be the trusted device on the vehicle to give the traffic and let traffic intersections know when you're approaching and when to give you the green light. And responder alerts, again, more officer safety. As multiple vehicles are approaching on a scene, they're naturally going to approach those same intersections. So we can actually warn the officer they're potentially in a collision with another emergency vehicle, even outside their agency, give them a 30-second heads up warning before they crash into another vehicle. Wow, so it's a lot of important things going on a Whelen Cloud platform.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so they don't have to be the same agency as long as
Not
they
at all.
have the core in there?
As long as they have core and Whelen Cloud platform, we can do that for them.
Wow, good stuff, man. And I see the race car, you left it.
We left the race car out. They had to do some race car things this weekend.
Oh, okay.
So we brought in a Cybertruck.
A Cybertruck, I love it. I love it, yeah. You settled for a Cybertruck.
We settled for a Cybertruck. Do you want to meet the guys from UP.FIT, learn about the Tesla?
Let's do it.
All right, come on. I'll introduce you to James.
All right. Oh, we're gonna need that mic.
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it. James.
How's it going, man?
How's it going?
Good to see you.
Introduce yourself to the Nod Squad.
Hey, everyone. I'm James Hedlund. I'm here with UP.FIT here in the Whelen booth at IACP 2024. Awesome show, and we're super excited to be here with our coolest innovation, we think. This is the Tesla Cybertruck UP.FIT Next Gen Patrol Car, and we're really excited to show you. Basically, we've got this thing upfitted with everything you need for patrol. This one's set up more like a supervisor truck, but we can go ahead and start right on the inside and then we'll work our way out. That's got a full custom center console. We build that in-house at Unplugged Performance upfit division. And basically what we do is we take all the unique designs of the Tesla vehicles and then we specialize them for police and first responder use. So you'll notice a lot of customization in here, and we focus on the ergonomics. So that center console is low down for that duty weapon. Make sure that you've got a lot of egress, good accessibility with all of those touch points and controls. And then we've got a touch screen, which in the future will eventually integrate our MDT systems for law enforcement in the future. Also working on some amazing tech that keeps the car on. One really cool thing, electric cars are made to be efficient, so the cars turn off. Well, when electric cars turn off, as you know, your systems aren't working. You got that Motorola radio, doesn't do anything if the car turns off. We don't need an idling engine on this thing. Our proprietary software at upfit, we keep the Tesla system on. That means all these cool lights that we install, they're always gonna be on. If you're first responding, you're on the scene. And the beautiful thing about the way we're designing it is, again, it's all future-proof. We're making sure it's innovated specifically for law enforcement. We work with Whelen because we absolutely love what they're doing. They've got engineering right in the name, and we love engineering. Our background is racing at Unplugged Performance. We've been racing Teslas for 12 years, and a lot of people call us the AMG of Tesla. That's not what we say, but look it up, that's what they say. And so you'll notice some really cool integrations here. So we'll start with this side skirt integration here. This is our side skirt integration of the tracer lights. I can make those for full position 3. You got the lights fully integrated here. And if we walk around, you're gonna notice lights everywhere, right? We want full visibility. So we've got lights here, lights here. We've even got them, you got that tailgate open. Look at this, you got coverage here. And we'll pop this open. We're also integrating digital license plates with all our vehicles. So that means you've got tons of coverage, digital license plate, and tons of visibility of that great integrated light bar on the roof. So take a look at this light bar mount here. This beautiful Whelen light bar, this is this Midnight Series, that's that awesome smoked effect. And if you look at that bracket, we maintain the glass roof on Teslas. Why do we do that? Well, Tesla went through all the time and effort to make the world's safest, most American cars. And how do we ensure that we maintain the safety homologation, the amazing design that Tesla did? What we do is we build around their incredible stuff. We add to it. You know, we don't want to take away from what they did. I want to show you a couple other cool features. We've got the spotlights. We're using the Argus spotlights. So basically I can use and control the spotlights from here. So basically I hit on, and instead of using a little control on the A-pillar, I've got these controlled right here. So basically you'll see I can control both the passenger and the driver's side right from here. And the way we set up the ergonomics is all of this is reachable with your right hand, and that means your left hand can focus on steering, whether or not you're using autopilot to come after somebody. I'm gonna close the door. You'll notice how solid it is. I know that's not super hard. I don't want to do too hard because I'll break my hand. This is basically the equivalent of NIJ3 from the Tesla factory. Cold pressed steel, and you can shoot a 9mm to this 10 times over, you're not getting through. Super dope.
Nice.
And then check these out. We custom integrate a lot of our solutions. So at upfit, we don't just throw stuff on a car, one size fits all. No, we custom make things like these amazing 6061 forged aluminum wheels. And we put these, again, with our racing tech and background, we put on those forged wheels. This is an 18-inch with an amazing BF Goodrich all-terrain tire. We can do a 20-inch. So if you're looking at this and saying, hey man, that's not gonna work on the streets, we got you. We have a 20-inch version. That's gonna be good for patrolling on the streets.
Yeah.
This isn't your standard alley light. You've got these Argus giving you basically 180-degree coverage here. You've got that one up at this angle, this one over here. You've got this coverage, the whole bottom of the car. By the way, those catalytic converter thefts that are kind of happening all over the place, this is great for checking under cars. You've got up here the light bar, and it doesn't end there. Come on back. More lights here, and believe it or not, it keeps going. We've got them right here. These new VXC lights from Whelen are awesome. They're a tri-color light. You'll notice the red, the blue, and then we've got them programmed for the white right there. The other thing I want to show you back here, this is completely open again, so you can see the possibilities. We have available now for both our consumer market and law enforcement, we have a full pull-out partition area, and that's good for weapon storage, for SWAT, and first responders, EMT. We can also set that up for fire and search and rescue. So the idea here is that we make this thing for first responders as robust as humanly possible, and this expands on our Model Y platform, which we've deployed across the country. I'm really excited to show you, man.
Awesome stuff, man.
For more information, UP.FIT. We're upfitting the industry. Don't just outfit your car, guys. Again, do not outfit your car. Upfit your car.
Now, although I didn't get to talk to the vendors at Safeguard Medical, I did show some of the footage, and I was just impressed on how realistic some of these dummies or mannequins are. While you're training, you're trying to mimic as real as it can get, and these mannequins looked pretty realistic.
Hey, what's up, man? Christian from Inveris, man. Hey, so what we got here is our whole FAT AR system. FAT AR is augmented reality. So what this is for more active shooter training simulation systems. So tactical movements, room clearings, building searches, search warrants, and SWAT operations, stuff like that. Anytime you need to clear a building, that's what this is for. So back in the day when this was all your sims, when you had to coordinate with different departments and agencies and guys in there and bring everybody in, you don't have to do that no more. You don't have to clean up your sim rounds and your paint on the walls or whatnot. It's all done virtually. So what we got here is we got your backpack with your headset right here. Throw your headset on, and what you're going to do is you're going to see essentially holograms inside of an area. So you got your backpack on with your micro PC here. You got your headset that you're going to wear. What we did is we have a shoot house right here. We scanned, and we can drop all of our suspects, our hostages, or any hostiles that we want to put inside of there. We can put them inside of there. We built these walls and put them in, and to scan that, you don't have to have the walls. You can have virtual walls inside of here, so you don't have to have that. So if you wanted to, you had a big open room, you can build your virtual walls in there. In the event that your team goes through, they did really good. It's like, hey, give me 1 second. I'm going to switch all the walls around, and they can go through a brand new shoot house inside of their room. So it's extremely versatile with every application. So these are our weapon systems right here. One of them is going to be our Glock handgun. It's an actual real live Glock that we brought in, demilled, and fit with all of our computer component systems. We attached our tracker onto the back here, so that way the headset here recognizes the tracker. So when you come up on target, you're going to see your gun come up on target, and the system is going to measure and register everything with this weapon and how it is. We always say there's two people that operate this particular weapon. Whoever's holding it in their hand is operating it, and whoever's controlling it through the computer. So when you come through your corners, as soon as you address your threat, the trainer who's running it can actually jam this weapon or kill it completely. So you come around the corner, you address your threat, click, it doesn't happen, you got to step back into cover, clear your malfunction, and re-engage your suspect. We also have an actual M4 that we brought in, demilled, and retrofitted with all of our computer components. That way it's going to fit, form, and function. Everything is going to be the exact same way. You got to work your safety, you got to work the way you seat your mags. All your manipulations has to be the exact same way.
Regarding the bad guys that you have over there, can you level up, make them like intermediate, normal, expert?
Yeah. You have full control over these suspects. So as you're setting in this particular scenario, you can set them to immediately attack. You can give them a quick delay before they attack, or you can have them set up to de-escalate them, which is a huge topic right now. So it's not just shooting, don't shooting. You can actually come around the corner and begin to actually de-escalate these guys. So as they would come around the corner, I can start clicking and having them drop the weapon, turn around, hands behind their back, and as I said before, I have full control over all of their actions.
So quiet, even though he's flapping away. So cool. Death from above, right there.
What's going on, man? Nick, nice to meet you.
Chris, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What you got going on here?
So this is a driving dynamics simulator, so it's vehicle dynamics. It's like going to EVOC, but in a simulator where it's cheaper.
Right.
And it doesn't cost the department thousands and thousands of dollars every day that they want to teach their students.
Right.
But it can go beyond that. It can be your location's laser scan. So, for example, Customs and Border Patrol had us laser scan their low-speed vehicle dynamics track, but they also had us laser scan their highways that they have the highest rate of pursuits on. Sub-millimeter accuracy. We can change weather. We can change all different kinds of vehicles. Right now we're in the Dodge Charger, but we can do all different kinds of vehicles and ambulances and all that, and it's all the high-performance vehicle dynamics. It's also multiplayer. There's another sim over there. We're in the session together. You can link up to 8 together.
Wow.
So you can practice coordinated pursuits, intersection clearing, but all with the same high performance vehicle dynamics. So this is CBP's test track. I'll give you a little bit of a flavor. So this track is all about keeping your eyes up. You want to be able to see the next corner coming up and when you should be slowing down, how to balance the car, where the bumps are going to be. So I'm tipping the nose down here, looking all the way down to that corner. So I know what's coming up, what to do with the throttle and brake pedal. I've actually turned the traction control off of this car so I can easily get it sideways. And you can turn it into a drift track if you really want to, but really the idea is to get cadets to look up and be aware of what's beyond the hood of their car. So there's some high-speed sections followed by heavy braking zones. And in the first part of the lesson, it would be just stay on the road, but then an instructor can say, now I want you to stay only in the right lane. So now the course gets much more technical. And then you can put two vehicles on at the same time so you can practice a pursuit. And then the lesson is don't fixate on the car in front of you. Keep the car in front of you in peripheral. Fixate on where you want to place your car. Because if you fixate on the car in front of you, you will follow them into any mistake.
Pro tip. Pro tip.
So if they make a mistake in front of you and you're fixated on them, you will follow them right into that mistake. And right now, this car has the Goodyear Eagles modeled, but we can change the tire brand even, and that changes everything.
Wow.
Yeah, so we come from a motorsports background. We've been training race car drivers and teams for over 20 years in simulation. So we basically took that technology to law enforcement now. So very high performance vehicle dynamic training.
Yeah. Please tell me you have a Crown Vic in that selection.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, we gotta get one now. This is awesome. I appreciate your time taking us around the course here. Where can they find you?
You can find us at www.cxcsimulations.com.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow, look at all these doggies.
Oh, it's a video.
Yes. Awesome stuff.
Hey, Nad Squad. I'm Abby Stock. I'm our head of marketing at Axon. We're at ICP. Super excited to show a ton of cool stuff, but mostly AI, right? Obviously a game changer for the industry. We released a really cool product earlier this year, and now we have a ton more AI to show, but give you a quick tour of the booth here.
Let's go.
We have our charged coffee station. Obviously, we know you guys love your coffee.
Yeah.
Making sure people are energized all throughout the day. We also have our, we call them Axon training pods. So this is pods for VR training. We've got Taser 7, Taser 10, now the Glock handle released, as well as some verbal skills and community engagement training. We will drop these down in a parking lot at any agency and really give you a good space to train and turn that program into something really fantastic.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, those are awesome. Over here, we have our product area. This is where we're showcasing most of the AI. So obviously we have Draft 1, which is the AI generated report draft tool, saves a ton of time. We've got agencies reporting up to like 67% of time back for officers, out of service writing reports so they can get back in service.
Wow.
But a couple of other really cool things. So Axon Body 4, we're actually going to introduce live translation. So from the body camera in the field, it'll detect upwards of even more than 100 languages automatically, and you can have conversations with folks speaking different languages in the field through your body camera. Introducing things in development, right? They're concepts. We're trying to get signals here of other ways we can help save time, other ways we can make officers more productive and really force multiply agencies. So things like an incident chat or a policy chat where you can upload all your agency policies and basically just have a chat interface to figure out, when you've got questions. Smart capture, so from your body camera, from your cell phone, you can capture a picture. It can be a license, it can be a crime scene, and we'll turn everything we can, the AI, into structured data. We've got form fillers, start filling out your forms for you from the audio, from body cameras. So really the goal here is we're just trying to find any time we can to give back.
Awesome stuff. Well, I appreciate your time.
Yeah,
I know you're busy, but I love the booth.
Of course, thank you so much.
Right,
yeah,
bye.
nice to meet you.
Hey Nick, what's up, man?
What's up, man?
How are you?
Good.
Good. Welcome to Boston. Yes, sir.
I love it, man.
Everything going well?
Everything's going well.
Awesome.
I had to come visit the booth.
Perfect. I appreciate you stopping by. We've got some exciting new stuff this year. We released quite a few new products. we're really excited. One thing that's brand new this year is the perimeter breach warning system. We've got that on display. I'm sure you saw some of the props we have up, as well as the board up top here with our video display going. That's a great thing to increase safety for our officers and deputies in the field. What that does is that gives you a 25-foot parameter around the vehicle. You can arm that, so if you're doing a report or if you're doing something in the vehicle, you need somebody to watch your back, that's what the perimeter breach does. And it can give a warning inside the vehicle to let you know that there's going to be somebody approaching the vehicle. Another thing we're doing is our brand new wide angle pros. The wide angle pros is designed triple color under mirror light. Cool thing about these is they also have an integrated puddle light. So when you open the door, the puddle light. In addition, we've got our Allegiant Max right here on the top of the car. The Allegiant Max is a new tricolor light bar with an integrated sync module. We've also integrated in puddle lamps into the light bar. So if you just take a look right here on the light bar, and we open that guy up, and you'll see you've got white lights come on when the door opens and the door closes. So really excited about that to increase visibility. We've got our new Dyna-Ray runner lights on here. We've been working on these new Dyna-Rays for quite a long time. These use our Solaris style reflector, which is going to give you optimum performance, both from a warning as well as from a white light flood capability. In addition, we've also fully sealed this light. So down in Florida, you're not going to have to worry about water intrusion. You know, you've got the storms, the hurricanes, different things like that, you know, running over alligators, all that good stuff. We want to make sure you're protected. So.
Yeah, and not just hurricanes, just on a Wednesday when it rains, there's puddles down there.
That's right, that's right, yes sir. So we've had a spoiler bracket for many years with our MicroPulse 6, which has been a single row of LEDs. This is our new MicroPulse 12 spoiler bracket. Whoa. So you've got 12 LEDs of each color, 36 total in each light head for extremely high output on the back of the vehicle. Whoa. Yeah, it's amazing. When we turn this on, that's it. So this is gonna be brake, 2 light up, that's an easy brake, and then a hard brake if you have to really lock them up.
Oh yeah. Appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Good seeing you
again.
again.
Thanks for stopping by.
All right. All right. Here with Alex.
Hey. Alex Wilson, International Armor Group.
And local from Florida.
Jacksonville, Florida.
That's
built
it.
in St. Augustine.
All right.
So here we have our Sentinel ARV. This is our newest armored tactical vehicle for law enforcement, based off a Ford F550 chassis. It's 50 cal rated armor. You can see how we have a ram on the front, hydraulic ram. We have the winch. The suspension system's completely redone. You'll see we have the oil reservoirs on the shocks, dual steering stabilizers, an axle that's been reinforced. As you step inside, you'll see it's based off the 550. So you have a Ford F550 dash, and then we build everything else around it. So it starts off as a Ford F550 cab chassis, and then we kind of build from the ground up. IAG also manufactures our own ballistic glass, so all the glass that you see in the vehicle is made by TAS, our Transparent Armored Systems, our sister company. So all IAG vehicles come with their own ballistic glass. So you step around to the side here, you'll see the second row, we have a configuration with a dual jump seat. These jump seats just fold down, lock into place. Got the new gun port design. Simple gun port allows you to kind of peek, so no more of that open or closed type deal. Also, this vehicle is a blast rated. So we have a blast rated floor. So in order to keep the doors on in a negative pressure situation, we have a 3-point locking mechanism on our doors. So you lock these doors into place. If you have a blast or you're in some sort of riot situation, these doors are never coming off. As we step around to the rear, see we got the large platform to make it nice and easy to get in and out of.
Yep.
And then we have a lot of room. So some of the other vehicles that you'll see in the industry are a little bit tighter. So one of the things we wanted to do was add some extra exterior, some width as well as height. So when you're in the vehicle with your NVGs on and all that type of stuff, you're not hunched over and so tight. So a lot of room. It's great for loading a medical litter in the middle. We got steps built into the rear door. So as we close this, we can lock these doors into place. And you have a step that takes you all the way to the roof. So roof access there. This one has a 360-degree camera system that feeds both of those main screens through there, as well as a turret. On the side of this vehicle, we also added ballistic drop-down blankets. Ooh. So this is great.
Yeah.
So for agencies that are using these vehicles for disaster relief, for hurricanes, things like that. They want them sitting up high to be able to rescue people. But at the same time, you got to account for rounds that could skip under the vehicle. So what we have is we have these ballistic drop-down blankets. You just pull these, they drop all the way down to the floor. They're weighted at the bottom. They drag and kind of pick up as you go. That way, if you're going to use the vehicle to maybe evacuate a classroom or something like that, you can drop these blankets, provide some protection, and then walk them on the side of the car. Around here, you'll see it's another F550 dash. So pretty easy to operate. The idea is low maintenance.
Wait, one more thing. You watch the channel.
I do.
You flagged me down.
I flagged you down.
You're like,
I found you.
You're like, come check us out. So I appreciate you watching the channel.
Thank you.
All right, and where can they find you?
You can find us at enterarmored.com. So that's www.interarmored.com. It's International Armored Group. We have a facility in St. Augustine, Florida. Appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by.
All right, brother. Take it easy.
So that was our trip to the IACP in Boston. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like for me. It really helps the channel. If you want to see more content or check out those other ride-along videos, make sure you subscribe. Hit it. Hit the subscribe down below. And if you haven't noticed, new merch drop. New merch drop. With that being said, I'll see you when I see you. And if I don't see you, well, then I'll see you.